What's up, guys? Sorry for me being slow. It's a happy Monday. Today's video is gonna be a video from November of my lecture that I did in my one history class. So make you guys sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Ew, what's with my hair? Hey guys, so I'm doing my second presentation on something called The Day That the Music Died. You guys may have heard it, maybe not. So we're going back to February 3rd, 1959. There was three rock stars at the time: Buddy Holly, Rizzy Valens, which you probably heard the cover of La Bamba, that was Valens, and J.B. Richardson, which is better known as Big Bopper. All three singers, along with the pilot, was killed in a plane crash on the way to Moorhead, Minnesota. So a little bit about each singer. Buddy Holly, born in Texas, was just 22 when he passed. Some notable songs he had was Peggy Sue, Old Boy, and some other popular songs. If you look them up, you probably recognize them as time goes on. The Big Bopper, again, born in Texas, not as famous as Holly and Valens, but still notable to the point where his death is a big part of it. Then Valens, again, you guys probably heard the, it was like Lost Song, I forget the cover of it, but La Bamba is his main song. I was only 17, he was in high school when he passed, when the plane went down. And there was actually a controversy about Valens, which I will touch on in a couple minutes. So, what led up to the plane crash? So, the day of the crash, it was, again, it's early February, it's cold, the weather's horrible, it was foggy. So, the pilot thought it was good enough to fly, it really wasn't. Plus, with the mechanics of the plane, it wasn't really qualified for flights. Neither was the pilot. Like, the pilot has to have so many hours before he can fly on his own. This pilot didn't have enough hours, especially for foggy weather. So, and athlete Valens had a coin toss with two other people, Waylon Jennings and Thomas Douglas. I can't think of his last name, but that was the controversy. If Valens didn't win, one of them would have been on it, and the history would have changed a little bit. So, according to Jennings, Holly always joked about this whole situation because the bus that they had, charter bus, didn't have heat, which why they ended up taking the plane. Because none of them wanted to freeze their asses off for a week and a half, 2 weeks. So Jennings was actually joking with Holly, saying that, "I hope your damn butts freezes up again." Tell that to Jennings. Jennings replies back saying, "I hope your plane crashes." The next day, he's dead. So the pilot. So after these three singers went up and left the airports in Mason City, Richard Peters volunteered to fly them. Again, he didn't have enough flying hours to be able to fly by himself, especially with passengers. The 21-year-old pilots had 4 years of experience, but again, how often do you fly in fog? Like, it's rare. So again, the coin toss. So on the left we have Thomas Douglas Alsop, and on the right we have Waylon Jennings. Both of these singers, Jennings passed in 2002, and Alsop died in like the late 90s, early 2000s. Both of these singers lost against Valens for the coin toss. So if it wasn't Valens, it wouldn't have been one of these two singers who passed in the class. So once when the plane crashed, a guy named Jerry Doyle found the plane way outside of Moorhead, Minnesota. Okay, Holly, Richardson, and Valens were all thrown from a plane at least a couple thousand feet. That's how, like, the angle of it. And the only reason why they crashed was because if you guys have been in the cockpit of a plane, you guys know there's a lot of gears in it. But the gear that I was telling them that they were going up was inverted, okay? So even though they thought they were going up, they were really going down. So again, La Bamba, you guys probably seen the movie in '87. Because it's based on Valen's life. I'm not gonna spoil it. Just go watch it. It's a good movie. And then American Pie. There's two different versions of it. There's a song by Don McLean in the '70s. That's what I'm talking about here. Again, Tess is based on the events that of this day, which I got the title "The Day the Music Died." I'm excited. Again, not that good of a lecture. One of my first lectures that I did to teaching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.